Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm back again for the long-awaited video of finishing off this. I've been very busy behind the scenes doing other things, so I said I would have it up when it was when I got around to doing it. So this is where we're at with this piece at the moment. I've actually stitched this down and I've stitched that down. So I'm going to do a combination of, I've put these little feathery things down. On this one it's more 3D. I want to somehow do the eye in a reddy colour because that's the colour that they are. So whether I do colour it in, actually I might have to go and get some ink pen or something. Be nice too, because it's the actual whole thing, isn't it? The inner side, like, oh yeah, because the outside. I mean, I've got red in this. It's like it's bloodshot. So that's red here. And then black there. But this is not a permanent pen. So I'll have to either stitch it in or see how we go. Yeah, because that's the inner part and then the outer part was white, so his actual eye was red. Okay, so what we're going to do today is just do a bit of stitching on bits and pieces, and you know, maybe work on doing these little bottle brushes and the gum nuts. So I want to do some of these, like have that, but then on the side maybe just do a couple of these little, so do a bit of everything on that. Needs to be covered too. I've got a bit of fabric that I might, it's got Lisafix on it, that I might use for here and just cover it. So just look. It's coming down maybe like that, because it looks a little weird. Oh, actually that's why I left it like that, because it actually gets painted in the grey, because it's a wing. Okay, and you got a little bit of grey there. Okay, so I don't need to do that. It's all good. So that actually I should do that now while I'm thinking of it. So yeah, quite happy with how this is looking. Corinne's doing her bunny in place of this, and I've actually got on my website a my woodland PDF. So that's all the woodland animals that I did in 2021, I think it was, block of the month. So all the PDFs are there in the one place for you know, to have, and you can, you know, reduce them on your printer. Might be good for the field notes. So speaking of field notes, I haven't started mine because I'm waiting for I ordered stuff from Rachel, so I'm waiting for that. I can't find my other thimble, but this seems to work actually. I think it goes that way. Yeah, because it pushes. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start up about here. And I might sort of give it a bit of a rounded edge. Maybe we can start on the bottom and work our way up. yeah, so I ordered some of the bits and pieces from Rachel a bit later in the game. I mean, I could probably get my journal like calico pieces sorted, but I just want to see what, because I got a mix pack and I think a 5, you know, the all-in-one that she's using. So sort of wanted to use a combination of her bits and pieces and, you know, stuff that I'm doing. So it's pretty ironic that they're doing spring bulbs. It sort of almost goes in conjunction with our botanical beauties, because we've had a few. Like at the moment we're doing a tulip, which is a spring bulb. So yeah, it sort of goes in conjunction. It just means we're all on the same wavelength, doesn't it? So I had to sort of try and think of, okay, I'm going to do a spring bulb flower and one that we're probably one that we haven't got in our botanical beauties. So I'm going to be doing a daffodil. We don't have daffodils in our botanical beauties, so that'd be a bit of fun to work on. And I thought I could probably, you know, draw that up and all that, but I just want to see what the colour of the background is so that I can dye the calico in similar shape, so that when I draw up the daffodil it will be in the same you know, the background in the same colour, so that when I stitch it on it sort of blends into the background. So I've got a feeling that it might be a little bit on the darker side, so I might have to you know, coffee dye or tea dye some calico, which might be nice. It gives it that crinkly look anyway, so I might do that for the background. Oh, shoot, my scissors, they're hanging up. Getting used to actually I might do it that way. There we go. Yeah, so there's that. That's why you haven't seen any of my work on the field notes as yet. I was umming and ahhing whether I was going to do it or not, but it's just such a you know, I love Edith Holden, and a nice opportunity to do some of my artwork. And yeah, so I thought, well, between botanical beauties and this, and then the field notes, you know, which I can sort of, I suppose I might be able to fit it in. And then I've still got to have bits and other bits and pieces that I want to do. I want to do, like I said in my last video, probably the next video that I do will be my part 1 of turning a man's shirt into a vest, because I've got the bits and pieces and I've made up some kits, and I'll have about 15 of them. Even Corinne's grabbed one of those, so they will be on my website when you actually see my when I start filming it. So, and there's some really nice stuff in that kit. It is a ripper. Vintage yo-yos and a piece of cutter quilt, beautiful cross-stitch embroidered tablecloth which I cut up. Everyone's got a piece of that somewhere, and some really nice fabric that I got in Queensland. So I've got, it's a real mixture of, there's some really old pieces, like old, yeah, and then there's sort of new old, like it's old but it's new, like old stock but it's new. So, well, old stock but in new condition. I bought a couple of pieces from the Howard store when I went with Corinne in Queensland. Gee, I like that store, so I'll be going back there when I go and visit her again, which will probably be next year sometime. So it was such a nice visit. Oh, you can tell I've used heat and bond on this baby because it is hard to come through. So it's going to be an interesting piece to stitch. This is the only reason why I don't like using heat and bond, because it's got a few layers you've got to go through. At least you know it's not going anywhere. Ow, why does that hurt every time I go through that? Yeah, so some good projects coming up, which is good. Need to get back into the swing of things. I'm really getting behind in making videos. It's always the way, like when I'm doing stuff for my website, my videos suffer. So yeah, so doing stuff in the background and, you know, curating, whatever you call it, some really nice packs, and I've got some vintage yo-yos on my website which are in the kit for the vest as well, but I've also got them individually, and nice and cheap, and also the postage is cheap because I can put it in a letter, which is good. I'm trying to reduce postage for people because it just is beyond ridiculous how expensive postage is. And it's not much fun when the postage is the same amount as the actual item. So, okay, I think we might be able to get maybe one more. We'll have a look. Yeah, I think we could probably do another one. There we go. So that's sort of his feather, sort of, on the one side. So I've got the other side to do. So I thought I'd better film this because I'm chafing at the bit to do this the vest, and I'm still working a little bit on the one that I made with Corinne, but I probably have only got one video left because most of it's done. It's just you know, just a bit of slow stitching here and there in the background. Just a look. Yeah, here it is. I even wore this. I wore this on the plane back home because I didn't want to put it in the luggage. So here's what I've done, more that I've done. I think it's one of these pieces I'm just going to pick up and do every now and again, and just wear it in the meantime. Done stitching on there. I have done a little bit along here. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I did this in the plane. Thought I'll just do the pansies and maybe outline that, and maybe a couple of French knots in there, but that's about it. What have we got on this side? And what I'll probably do on this side is like that. I want to go around each of the pieces just in a straight stitch. So got to go around here, yeah, like I've done here, and I'll go around here as well. I might even do, you know, a few little fancy stitches here and here. Just go around them. I don't want to do too much more because I really like it the way it is, but it is always nice having a bit of a running stitch. I do love it. So that's what I've got, why I've gotten the in my pack of the ones I'm going to do, the cutter quilt, because I really love the look of that piece of quilting that I got in England. It's really nice, and it's got nice memory. And I managed to get all the packs, they were all from the same cutter quilt. So all the packs are the same but different, if you know what I mean. Now I've got to go down here. This is what she's left there. I might even go in and draw. Okay, I think you guys can see this guy, and just draw some bits and pieces. So that's his. I've got this bit here that I need to sort of, you know, draw here, and then maybe I might even use the black and see it a little better. And that's going to go like that. Just a few, you know, lines here and there. Bit of feathery. So it doesn't have to be the same as that, but, and then I think I've got a few lines here and here. And then these guys, I'm just going to do, what did I got on there? Just a bit of a running stitch to hold them down. So, might even do a few lines here. Okay. And then I've got the grey in here. Actually, while I've got that little bit of grey, where did I put it? Here it is. I wonder if that's enough to do in the mouth. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. So it's starting to come along. Okay, just so it's all similar colour. What I might do is go up and down this way. That way I'm not wasting. And it'll be a bit easier to do than rather than going around. And then it's all the same colour, because I think it is, yeah, I did grey. I did grey on this guy on the inside. I think I had grey fabric, whereas on here I'm just stitching it. And when you're doing stuff in a smaller scale, you've got to work with what you've got. And I might even go around the beak. We'll see how we go. Oh. And because I'm got to be careful, because I think I've already got one blood spot there. That was from last time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you think you'd get used to it, because I've got you know, type 2 diabetes, which through the roof at the moment. It's really bad, so I'm trying to be good and lower it, because I've just been, you know, going away on holidays and eating all the bad stuff that you shouldn't be eating. Hang on a minute. And yeah, so you have to be really careful when it's type 2. It's basically lifestyle induced, you know, like I only got diagnosed with it about 10 years ago, I think. And then once when I had my surgery and I was at my thinnest, it actually went away which was good because I was eating better and all that kind of stuff. So it's one that will go away if I eat properly. So I just need to be, I just had a doctor's appointment this week and everything's bad. So I'm like, okay, you know what you need to do, but you don't do it. I'm a very naughty girl. And, you know, 54, will be 55 this year. So I really better start behaving and getting stuff on track. You know, because I want to be around for grandchildren and to see my kids get older. So, okie dokie. Yeah, sometimes you need a bit of a wake-up call. It was bad. It was like the acceptable level is between, you know, 4 to 7, or 4 to 6, I think. That's it. And when I went to the thing, it was 17. Bad. But I've managed to get it down to, like, I was really good, so now I've been having, you know, less sugar, like as in putting sweeteners in my coffees tea if I need it, which they're actually sweeter than sugar. And just being a bit better, and that was on Monday that it was that, and today, this is Friday, and I took my thing and it was 7.7 in only a week by behaving myself. So you know, it's still a little on the higher side, but way better than 17. So yeah, got to be careful now. Well, that's done now. Maybe I was thinking I can stitch the eye in that reddy pinky colour, because I didn't want it to be too red. And then I'll come back over with, I like getting the eye done because it makes it look a little bit more finished. So there's going to be a bit of stitching in the background with this baby, I think. Okay, so, oh my goodness, this is not going to be easy. Lots of layers. Maybe I do come in with some ink. I think I'm going to have to, because that is a lot of layers. Okay, and I think I'm going to have to do the eye with a calligraphy pen. So that's permanent ink. There we go. And I'll come back in around here with there we go. Wear an eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go around here with these will be little French knots, and I'll come in with the white. So this is permanent marker, so that shouldn't go off. And I'll come in with the white. Okay. And make sure that I get a little bit of the red here. Okay, so much for that. I'll use that in something else that I'm working on. Might even use that in there. So I'll get some of that grey again and do I wonder if I can get it in a smaller needle, smaller straight needle. This is Pearl 8, but it seems a bit thick. This is a neck, because these are going to be French knots, so it needs to be similar size. Okay. Someone's left a message on my phone. I heard the little beep beep. Hang 10. Okay. Finally heard from the ear and eye hospital. I had my appointment in October last year, and it was, oh my goodness, someone's trying to call me. I'll be back. Okay, well, I'm back again. Just had a phone call from lovely friends, and I've been invited out to dinner on Tuesday, so that'd be nice. So that was worth taking. Now, so I can't even remember what I was saying because it's been a little while. I've done a few little bits and pieces in between while it was stopped. Now, just gonna do, I think I might have been doing this while I was talking on the phone. Just doing one French knot because I don't want it to be too big. Okay, gonna have to come back in here with a like a white around the eye as well, so I might have to come back and get some bits and pieces for the eye to finish it off properly. All my paints and everything are in the studio, which is, I'm in the kitchen, so, and when my son is working, and which he is at the moment, you know, I can't always go in there. So I'm going to try and see if I could possibly do my filming where my, oh, seriously, did that just go through? Push it back. In our bedroom, because I've found it's, you know, like the last video I did, they could walk in at any moment, and that's annoying. So, that way if it's in our bedroom, we can close the door. I don't have to worry about it. I've got a bit more privacy, and I know, you know, my husband's not home during the day, and I can, you know, film in privacy. So hopefully you might be able to work out something. It's going to be a bit of a process. Ugh. Oh my goodness, it's tough. It keeps coming back. Ugh. Now, so got a bit of an idea of what I'm doing. I'm not even sure how long the previous video was, so I'm going to have to join these two bits together. And hope it's not too long. That's the only trouble when you stop and start, you don't know. Oh, holy dooly, that's tough. And one more. Nope, it's too close to the edge. There we go. Okay. Last one, thank goodness. My fingers are going, yay! Okay. Jeez, it's a bugger. Now, I'm gonna have to come in there with some Oh, come on, get it to work. Can be a bit of a pain sometimes. They're good when they work. I think it's seen better days. Sort of like a bit of an ink pen. I might even put a little it in the corner there because it sort of got covered up and it's supposed to be red. Yeah, there we go. Dot. Okay. Now, tie this off. Oh well, at least it's got a bit of DNA on my work. All the pinpricks that we put in. Okay, I'll keep that for over here, but I'll do that later. And I'll come back in with I wonder if I can get the red back in there again. Yeah, see, once I've got the white on there, that's what I was wanting. That's it. There we go. Okay. So that'll do for now, but then I might have to get in there with a like a red intense pencil or paint or something, and then I might do one stitch of white if I can find a white. Let's look. Could have some in here somewhere. No, all our spars go to your container. All this for one stitch. I think it needs to be definite white. Here we go. Containers everywhere. I'll just have a little French knot in that lot. There you go. Everything has to be done in smaller proportion. There we go. That's good. Okay. And I'll just keep this little bit of white aside for something. Reminds me when I used to do cross stitching and you put in a colour for one thing and think, how can one colour make any difference? But it does. Go around the eye with a bit more black. It's because this is like polo fleece. I put that in there because it's gives it a, you know, a definite raised up, but it's hard to draw on. Okay, I think we're in business. Bits and pieces here. Okie dokie. Actually, while I was getting sidetracked again, I saw this and I thought, ooh, this might be nice for the cover of my journal. Field notes, because it's got it on both sides. How nice is that? And they look like hyacinths. But yeah, field notes, and then maybe put, you know, like have the field notes on there, and that would make a nice little latch. Sort of stick out over the journal, have the journal this size, and this can sort of stick around. That'd be lovely. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I think that'd be good. That's for the field notes one, if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Now, what are we up to? Bits and pieces here. I even found this, thinking that might be nice to put that there because the colours go. A little flower. Just needs a bit of something, but we'll see how we go. Now, okay, so I'm gonna try and attempt just stitching these down, and I've got these colours, so I'm wondering if I do the opposite or go the same. I think I might just keep it all in the one, the darker pink. And I'll do this. Just want to see what it looks like. I was gonna start here, but you know. Distractions. Might be next time. So I'm wondering if I can. Yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, this is going to be a bugger, I can tell you. Push that down. And just coming up and down with a few stitches to make sure it's being held in place. I think this is going to be a one stitch wonder rather than going up and down. I think that's what I did on the other one that I've got. It keeps coming up. Maybe 3. Yeah, it's a bit different having it with like flatter fabric. While I'm here, I am going to do some of these. Yep. Okay, I've got my afternoon on tomorrow with my local church. I once a month get together with people from our community and our church, and we do you know, some crafting, and just you bring along whatever you're into. It doesn't have to be slow stitching. You've even got, that's that couple that just rang me not that long ago. They're coming, and he paints and she does embroidery and stuff. So I'm going to be going along and doing that. It's always nice to get together with a group. And last month, because it's only been going for maybe, I've had maybe 3. And the first one we had 5, and I think the second one we had maybe 4. And last month, so yeah, so this would be the 4th month, we had 10, which was great. Really good, 10 people. So it's growing and growing. And those same people are like that couple. And he was a guy. He goes, oh, I didn't think, you know, guys could go. I said, anyone can go. Just because you're a guy it's arts and craft. It's not just you know, just slow stitching and whatnot, or you know, you've got some ladies that do knitting. And if you happen to be in the area, it's on the third Saturday of each month that we get together. So if you happen to be in the Ballarat area, you're more than welcome to come. It doesn't cost anything. You just come along and stitch, or you know, well, you girls that'll be stitching, but you know, you also I know a lot of you like to knit and crochet and whatever. It's nice to get to actually get together with like-minded people and natter away. So it's between 12 to 4, and you know, BYO lunch. We have coffee and tea there, and we bring brickies and just sit and natter away and do our craft, which is great. Well, it's not as difficult as I thought, even though it still is difficult. But when you're sitting there talking with you guys, it doesn't seem as bad, because it's only a small piece, thank goodness. That's why when I was doing the Botanical Beauty roses, I was not enjoying it. Like, I love the roses, but because I had flies a fix, so on a smaller piece it's not as bad. I might go underneath there, but when it was a bigger piece like that, yeah, your fingers get pretty sore after a while. Okay, we'll come up here. So I'm sorry that this video has taken so long to do. I might even take this with me to the craft group tomorrow to maybe work on, get ready for the next stage, and or I might work on Corinne's Christmas panel. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, actually, because one of the ladies really loved it, because I bought my tags that Corinne showed for her retreats, and I was working on them last month, and she really loved it. She said, "Oh, that's so nice, really lovely." And so, and I said, "Oh, I'll have to teach you a bit of slow stitching." So I said, "You're lucky. You're going to get a one-on-one teaching class of slow stitching, the basics." I think she's 70, so there you go. You're never too old. She does embroidery and all that kind of stuff, so really isn't that much different to what she's done over the years. So I think I might, let's grab, like I did on the top end there, grab this. There we go. So you've got a bit of an idea. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll pull that a bit tighter. It seems a little bit loose here. There we go. Unless it's, no. So I'll do down here in this colour, and I'm going to do up here in that colour, because it's still light, but it will stand out. And I'll just do similar, you know, just some straight stitches, and like what I've done here. Just holding it down. Do a bit more work here, so maybe next week, in the next coming week, whenever I do it, I'll probably be working on this. So what I'll do, they're going to have the stamens sort of coming out here. There we go. And then it's got a bit of a, that's the, these, I'll stitch that along there, have that coming out over the top. So that's at least so I know where they're going to go. And I'll do I've got to sort of colour this in so I know where the leaves go. I might not do the leaf part here, but I'll do it there and there because it's just going to get covered by that. So there's no point, so I'll just do the bits on the end. They need a bit of definition. So there we have it. I will probably sign off for now because I'd say it's probably been a little while. What colour did I do that? It was in pink. I'll go this darker pink and do the July in that. So, oh, I'm not sure whether I did end up showing you the finished piece. Isn't that pretty? Looks really nice. Love how that's turned out. And here's my little guy. He's cute. So, yeah, getting there. We're, well, you know, over halfway. Yeah, because the 6 months is June, so July we're sort of getting over halfway. Okay, guys, thank you very much for sitting and stitching with me, and I may turn off the camera and just continue. Where are we? Going down here and continue stitching, and hopefully I'll have that, yeah, at least this part done here and here. I'm not sure. I think that might be done in the pink. There's the pink or the red or whatever it is. So I might even colour that in the pink so I know that that's got to be pink. So, and I think these are pink as well. So, and here. Yeah. So he's rather a cute little creature, and I will catch you later. This is a long exit of saying goodbye. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.